Chris, you're here at King's Thai Boxing in New York City. Today we're going to go over how to throw a leg kick. First thing you need to do is get your stance correct. Shoulder width apart, the shoulder width apart, hands need to be up. You want to, whatever you're kicking, you want to have that in the center of you. You don't want to be off to one side or the other. Right? Slight bend in your knees, back heel off the ground. First thing to do, guys, take a step off to the side with your lead leg. When you throw a kick, you need to pull your head off to the side because the counter to a kick is a cross. So if I just throw this kick from right here, I'm susceptible to a cross. So I want to take my head off to the outside of that cross. The way I do that is by stepping off to the side. So I'm going to take my lead leg, I'm going to step slightly off to the side. As I step off to the side, I'm going to open my heel up towards whatever I'm kicking, a bag or a person or whatever. All right? As I do that, I'm going to get a little bit of bend in my knee. That bend is going to help root me into the ground, going to make my pivot better, going to make my kick more powerful. So I'm going to step slightly off, open your heel up towards your kicking surface. As I do that, I'm going to take my right hip, my right shoulder, and I'm going to begin to turn that towards what I'm attacking. You see a lot of times, a lot of guys are just keeping their lead shoulder, their right shoulder back, and they're just coming through, not turning that shoulder. You're taking away a lot of power in your kick, and you're also keeping your center line straight to get hit. You need to turn that shoulder through in order to send your power towards what you're hitting. You don't want to keep some of that power back, all right? So I step off, I turn my shoulder and hip together. As I do that, my hip is before my heel. When I throw that kick, whip that leg out, keeping your chest open. You see sometimes guys will hunch over on kicks. When they do that, they might be turning everything, but their power is going out behind them now. Once again, we want to direct our power exactly towards what we're hitting. So I step off, let the heel or the hip and the shoulder turn through, and let the leg come down, hitting with the lower part of my shin. As I do that, I let my arm chop in line with the kick. So going slow, it looks like this, and I'm back to position. Speeding it up, going faster, I'm going to take my step off, and I'm going to whip all of that through, guys. Right back to position. Now you notice when I do this, I keep my left hand on the left side of my face. I'm not kicking and trying to bring that hand across, anything like that, all right? You see some guys, they're kicking and they're bringing their hands across. What that does, if you do that, is it does a couple things. One, it impedes your shoulder. You can't turn your shoulder through now if your hand is across because you're crossing yourself. Two, I don't need to protect the side that I'm attacking because that's what I'm attacking with. I don't have to protect that side. I need to protect the side that's not attacking. So by bringing my hand across, that means I'm exposing my left side, which is the side that's not being attacked. All right, so you need to keep that hand on that left side. Third thing, it's just creating extra work for me. If I'm bringing my hand across, my hand's not naturally in a position. My hand's already naturally up on the left side of my face. So if I'm bringing it across my face, it just creates extra work. Keep that left hand on the left side of your face. Get a little rotation as you start that kick, and it's a much faster, much quicker, much more economical way to do this. Here, back to position. Make sure you breathe out on all the kicks. Whip it right through. One more time for good measure.